This news update is brought to you by
You got an upgrade for Christmas.
If you're feeling lucky, you could win some money.
Upgrade for Christmas.
$200,000 in cash and prizes. With Lime, you could win some money. It's Lime's Christmas Lottery. 250 winners this Christmas, oh yeah.
Sign up or upgrade to super fast broadband, Lime TV, e-billing, a data plan. Top up $15. Purchase a handset or text 4263 to enter.
Upgrade for Christmas.
It's Friday, January the 9th, 2015, and this is the Barbados Today Morning News Update. I'm Emmanuel Joseph. Thanks for joining us. A move by financial services giant Sagicor to relocate its headquarters from Barbados because of the country's declining sovereign ratings spells disaster for this country. That assessment from former Prime Minister and trained economist Owen Arthur, as Sagicor Financial Corporation's Group President Dalridge Miller confirmed the company's board agreed to move its country of domicile, possibly by the end of this year. Standard & Poor's lowered Barbados' sovereign rating to B from BB- on December the 9th, and 11 days later the ratings agency downgraded Sagicor Life's rating from BB+ to BB-, and Sagicor Finance Limited's US $150 million 10-year senior unsecured note to B because of ratings on life insurers are capped at 2 notches above the sovereign rating of the country of domicile. Arthur told Barbados Today that the move would hurt the country and he hoped it would be averted. Barbados is expected to record a 1.4% increase in visitor arrivals for 2014. Up to Christmas Eve, there were about 503,605 visitors to the island, compared to 496,674 for the previous year. Parliamentary Secretary in the Ministry of Tourism and International Transport, Irene Sandiford-Garner, also gave an overview of the sector's performance for 2014.
Now, the tourism sector has started to improve, with growth being recorded in January and all months of the second quarter, April, May, and June, and then again in October. So we would have had peaks and flows throughout the previous year, but we are now seeing a constant upward trend for the first quarter, the last quarter of 2014 and the first quarter of this year.
Sandiford-Garner is also predicting a 4% increase in arrivals for this year.
And this, of course, is as a result of the increase in airlift, which we are going to have. It is expected that that capacity will increase by 3.4%, or 35,397 seats. Now, a number of new services are projected. I already mentioned Delta out of New York and Atlanta, and the AA Red Eye out of Miami. JetBlue is projected to add a further 9,000 seats out of New York. Air Canada is expected to increase capacity by 41%, or 2,010 seats out of Montreal through the addition of a third weekly service. Capacity out of Toronto is expected to increase by 8%, or 5,015 seats, through the introduction of the B777, as I mentioned earlier, with these 270 seats. Out of the UK, which is our strongest market at present, British Airways is going to add 2 more flights per week, so they're going to bring their total flights to 12.
In other news now, enraged residents of Chapman Lane in the city are up in arms over the actions of lawmen whom they said sprayed bullets through the neighborhood while in pursuit of a suspect yesterday afternoon. The 2007 Junior Calypso Monarch Rico Coco Gaskin was shot in his shoulder during the chase that happened around 4:30 p.m. But residents say the number of injured could have been worse. According to bystanders, several children were riding bicycles and playing in the area when police fired several shots. They eventually apprehended the man after he ran into a nearby house and was taken to the QEH for treatment. A group of hostile residents quickly gathered and hurled expletives at police officers whom they accused of doing foolishness and endangering the lives of their children by their behavior. Police Public Relations Officer, Acting Assistant Superintendent David Welch confirmed that one man was shot but said he cannot give further details or respond to residents' claims as lawmen were still on the scene carrying out the investigations.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Secure your future, be financially strong. Since 1983, we have been there for you. A smart range of products, great tax benefits. We're the solution to your hopes and your dreams. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. Humble beginnings to smart loans, smart savings. Save smart and borrow smarter. That's the move for me. Stability, prosperity. We're the solution to your hopes and your dreams. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union.
In regional news now, oil-rich Trinidad and Tobago is expected to lose about $10 billion in budgeted revenue to the dramatic fall of world oil prices. As a result, Prime Minister Kamla Persad-Besesar is addressing the country today on the situation. More in this report from CNC3 in Trinidad.
Energy companies saw oil prices plummet from over US $100 a barrel to a low of US $47.61 in a matter of months. It's one of the biggest surprises to hit the energy market as prices fell by over 55%. This means the profits for energy companies are plunging. Some international analysts say the energy firms are expected to lose close to US $44 billion this year. Here at home, local energy firms are asking the government to review its fiscal regime and give them tax breaks, an option that Energy Minister Kevin Ramnarine says the government is exploring.
In more regional news now, St. Lucia health authorities are about to test the country's national Ebola preparedness system. After spending months putting together the system, the ministry will test it later this month. The chief medical officer says Ebola remains a concern and the ministry will not be complacent in its planning and preparedness.
This will include a number of simulation exercises. The first will take place this month in the north.
We intend this month to start with the simulations at the Grosley Polyclinic. So within the next week or two, we will keep you informed. We will be having a small simulation at the Grosley Polyclinic, again, as I said, to test our system and to ensure that what we have in place is actually working. This first simulation will focus on us having a walk-in patient.
In 2014, the Health Ministry focused on protecting St. Lucia's ports of entry. The Chief Medical Officer says the intense surveillance measures continue.
On the global front, we are hearing that Honda Motor Company has agreed to pay $70 million to the U.S. government in penalties for failing to report hundreds of injuries, deaths, and other consumer claims involving cars. Honda will pay two $35 million fines, making it the largest amount ever paid by an automaker as a result of an investigation by the National Highway Transportation Safety Administration. And finally, this story. Russia has listed transsexual and transgender people among those who will no longer qualify for driving licenses. Fetishism, exhibitionism, and voyeurism are also included as what has been described as mental disorders, now barring people from driving. The government says it is tightening medical controls for drivers because Russia has too many road accidents. Pathological gambling and compulsive stealing are also on the list. Russian psychiatrists and human rights lawyers have condemned the move. The announcement follows international complaints about Russian harassment on gay rights activists. In 2013, Russia made promoting non-traditional lifestyles illegal. And that's our Barbados Today morning news update. We will be back again this afternoon. But until then, you can log on to www.barbadostoday.bb, subscribe to our e-paper and email updates, or like us on Facebook. You can also catch us on Izumi Media in bus terminals or screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you. Also tune in to Channel 101 on Lime TV to get all the latest news and sports. I'm Emmanuel Joseph. Have a fantastic day.
This news update is brought to you by
I won for me to me.
For me?
You don't need speakers, right?
Upgrade to win every week with Lime. Sign up for Lime TV or broadband or purchase an iPhone 6 or Samsung Note 4. Upgrade Christmas with Lime.